Hi, I'm Dennis Weaver, and I'm going to, as soon as I scan them, put my Search the Scriptures Bible course tests up online. People can look them over when they're studying various books of the Bible. But first I'm going to say they're from the Church of the Nazarene, and I went to the Mount Laurel, New Jersey Church of the Nazarene from I went a solid 10 years. I went from 1981 to 1991. Here's my certificate of baptism. Certificate of baptism. Dennis Lee Weaver on 29th of July 1984. And I remember my mom came to church that night and saw me get baptized. Here's some Sunday school books. We used to go through these books. This says, well, you can't read it, September, October, November 1983. There's one from 84, Kings of Israel and Judah. We go through these in Sunday school. There's one for 1985. 1987, 1986, Parables of Jesus we were studying in Sunday school. See, 1987 again, Sermon on the Mount, and 1 John. And here's one, 87 to 88, Christ Speaks to Our Day, 4 Portraits of Jesus. I don't know if I have any more of them. I just went looking in the attic basically, and here's some when you were taking these they call them CLT, continuing lay training courses. Well, first of all, let me show you something else. This was done later, but it was the same study. This is when I accepted Jesus as my Savior in about 10th or 11th grade. And about the key verse in there is Revelations 3:20. But I went to a Bible study over a friend's house as a teenager, and I went from an atheist to a Christian within that hour. But this I took later on again. Basic Bible Studies course that's a part of. But here's the continuing lay training courses. Now these might be biased to a certain thing like doctrine or Bible study or whatever versus just like everyday living. Here's a book, Conserve the Converts. Book, Why Am I a Nazarene? And Not a Mormon, Roman Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, Christian Science, Seventh-day Adventist. This is a really good book I'd recommend for everybody. How We Got Our Bible by Ralph Earl. Bunch of books. You would buy them from the Nazarene Publishing House, and you didn't have to buy all the books. You can go in the church library and see which ones they had, or in the pastor's office or in the main church office, and look through the bookshelves, and if you seen ones, then they would let you borrow them, and then you didn't have to buy them. But you would send like $1, $1.50 or something for them to get graded. Here's a teacher enrichment program, and I just made basic with the amount of books and the categories of books. Here's one, churchmanship training program. These are all, here's a continuing lay training, December 88. I got the aluminum little paste stickers for doctrine and evangelism, but I never got it for personal development and family and home. But speaking of family and home, that was one of the surprises. As I took this book like Family Journey into Joy, the Spirit-Filled Family or something like that, I expected the whole family's like reading the Bible together and praying and all that. It was saying things like always have drinks or desserts on hand in the fridge in case guests come over. You'll have something to serve them. Take a family vacation every year. Stuff like that you never really thought were spiritual, but they are in a way. And here's the Search the Scriptures diploma, and I got both of them little gold stickers, an Old Testament and New Testament. Ordered to Dennis Lee Weaver, 18th day of January 1988, in recognition of the completion of the Bible study. But this is the Search the Scriptures course. And I figured it out, nobody tells you, but the New Testament ones are sort of like a peachy, like flesh color. And the Old Testament ones are blue. The darn light reflects off things, ceiling light, probably. But blue, Jesus is up in the sky. And then flesh, Jesus is incarnate as a man. And you would go through these books, and you would read the Bible too. That's why it took me like 6 months to do this Search the Scriptures course. And they got a lot of writing. People that wrote this course pretty much are big-time college graduates from Bible colleges and stuff. But here's the test questions, and it would have on there to send 50 cents. And they even call it Christian Service Training, which is the old name for continuing lay training when they changed it later on. So it would take about 20 minutes to a half hour to grade one of these. And halfway through it, I got a letter back with one of my tests graded. See, they graded on there. See, it says very good. Sometimes it just says credit, and they find the mistakes and all. But the one time I got a letter back saying, this 50 cents grading fee is really outdated. And I just kept sending them in anyway with the 50 cents, and they kept on honoring that. But if you think about it now, I never thought about it. The cost of a stamp, whatever it was then, in an envelope for them to mail it back to me had to be a quarter or more. So you're talking there. Remember, they were making about a quarter tops just to have somebody spend 25 minutes of their time grading my test each time. There's a lot of tests, as you can see. I want to scan all these, each one into a PDF, and put them at my OneDrive site. All the answers don't give detailed ways that the answers were found out. But if you were to look through some of these, you would, and you were reading the book of the Bible, you would find out a lot of things you would never know unless you took a Bible course. And then maybe you could further research whatever question it is online or through another book. But this was about the granddaddy of all the CLT courses, was this Search the Scriptures Bible course.